So, yeah, I mean, I had a lot, as I say, I mean, I had a lot of people saying, you know, you need to sort of sort shit out, and I was smoking mad amounts of this, but still, I was shotting a bit as well, and smoking all the profits. But I knew enough people. I had the kind of lifestyle where I was running around, and you know, I could sell an amount to support my habit. So, as I say, so I was getting some relatively regular auditory hallucinations, which basically when you hear it's when you hear things and not when you see things. But I don't really see things very much. It's just, I saw a couple of things, but nothing sort of tangible, nothing really figurative. Just a few kind of just kind of flashes of colour and stuff. It was bizarre, but not very much. I mean, that came slightly later. But I was hearing a lot of what I heard was something called, really similar to something called an orchestral hit, which is basically when, like a whole orchestra, you get it at the end of like a long piece of music where it just every instrument just goes like dun. I was getting this really loud, especially when I was in bed, like trying to sleep and stuff. And that was kind of weird, you know. And it started to freak me out a bit, and I was already at this point I was completely paranoid, and I had a lot of people telling me to slow down. And, you know, it all seemed like people were conspiring, and, you know, a lot of people talking about me behind my back and stuff. So I was completely, like, socially and emotionally paranoid. It was bizarre. Anyway, so I kind of figured at this point, like, you know, my shit's going wrong. I knew a couple of people it had gone wrong for, and I was just like, well, full one's probably next. It started to make sense. And so I just came to a decision where it was just like, you know, fuck it. So I got an ounce of some fucking cron weed. Just cron, ridiculous. It was expensive as well. And then a bottle of vodka, and proceeded to just like bash out, just listen to music and stuff. It's just like really loud and appropriately loud, quite a lot. And I wasn't sleeping at this point. I was just running around. I was running around town, tagging everything, seeing everybody. If anyone was going out, I was there. It was just kind of like, is anyone in town? I was like, fuck yeah, I'll be in town. I'll be in town in like 2 minutes. I'll fucking run there. And smoking weed in the centre of town. I mean, you walk through the centre of town with like a fucking 7-inch suit on a Saturday afternoon. You know, you get people looking at you. At this point, I had dreadlocks, so it was baits, fucking. No one stopped me at any point, and I just kind of thought I was fucking unstoppable. I was invincible. There's no way anyone was going to possibly slow me down. I'm not going to get arrested because, you know, I'm too important to get arrested. As I say, I wasn't sleeping, and that stuff will fuck with your head anyway. So I was kind of rushing around, and I started getting some crazy thoughts. Yeah, probably and it's an incredibly common thing. It's something called delusions of grandeur. And if grandeur basically means importance, I mean, I had, you know, the highest of the high delusions of grandeur. So I genuinely thought I was Jesus, and I'm not even fucking religious, but I was just like, you know, fuck, it made sense. You know, I'm the second coming, and it's down to me to bring peace to the fucking world. And at no point did I have any fucking justification for this, really. In my opinion, there's a lot of pressure on if you're going to bring peace to the world. And I had no plan, I had no clue how I was going to go about doing this, but it just felt fucking fantastic. Just kind of like, alright, I've just got to, you know, not get arrested, and I'm going to sort the entire world out. I was, you know, Gordon Brown was in power, and we had an election coming up, and I was just like, shit, I could get fucking elected if I put the effort in. Anyway, so I've been right around, and yeah, I slept for somewhere incredibly close, possibly slightly over to, I hadn't slept for 72 hours. I'd smoked the entirety of an ounce to myself, not one puff to anyone else. And drank a litre bottle of vodka and a few beers as well. And yeah, so eventually I just fucking passed out. I passed out in the bed. And I woke up and my best friend from school, she came down and she was just like, you know, there's a few things going on here, you need to slow the fuck down. I'd run my brother, just like told him everything was going to be okay and freaked him the fuck out. My parents were around and I had no concept of time at this point. I remember it was the 23rd of March 2010. And I got, so I woke up and there were 3 doctors in my house. They were all psychologists. And I properly thought I was gonna go and get 5 PhDs and just like, fuck it, I was gonna do this in my spare time while I was saving the world, you know what I mean? And a lot of other stuff. I mean, I could go into all of my beliefs at this time, but I can't really be asked. But they were all fucking us. So I sat in front of a committee of 3 doctors just in our living room and just explained some of my beliefs and my belief systems and the stuff that I thought about myself and thought about the world and all this stuff. And so basically they came to the decision incredibly quickly that it would probably be for the best if I got sectioned to full-on. And it was an involuntary section, but because, you know, my best friend Joey was there, and, you know, my parents were there and everything, and it was just kind of like, you know, fuck it, if I run away now, then they're just going to fucking find me. So I was just like, you know, fuck it. And they actually put me in an ambulance, which was weird. They put me in an ambulance in case, basically it's a pretty standard procedure, and police were aware as well, just in case I kicked off, and just in case they needed to restrain me. So they had a thing there, like a standard kind of stretcher thing, but it had restraints on it, sort of ready to go. And I was just like, you know, fuck this. There's no way I'm going to be able to get out of this. So I just sat and chilled in the back of the ambulance. With Joe came with me, and everyone telling me to go to sleep, basically. Just like, oh, fuck it, I'll go to sleep. So I went to they dropped me off at Fulbourn, and I was in Fulbourn. Gave me something called Zopiclone, which is a really, really strong sedative. It's like a sleeping tablet. Next day I woke up and I was just like, you know, fuck this. So I slowly started to realise what had happened, so I jumped the fence and basically so at this point, I mean, the fence is tiny, but I climbed up in the smoking shelter and jumped the fence. And I was just like, fuck you, I'm getting out of here. I know where my house is, so I'm going to go there. All of the fucking staff came after me, basically. So I saw them all coming and I was just like, oh, fuck it. Just sat down and then police got called, so basically, because it's an escape mental patient, like, they go whole hog. Like, they had no fucking idea how far I was going to go, so they had a police helicopter out, and then I saw 3 police cars, and they waited for me to go to the toilet. And as soon as I opened the door, there's a dude with a riot shield, a clear plastic riot shield about this big, just in case I tried to spark it, basically. So I literally just turned around straight away, just put my hands behind my head, and I was like, yeah, fuck him. So he handcuffed me, and then the head doctor at Fulbourn came and told me, like, what's going to happen now is you're going to be moved to a secure unit. So I got moved to a secure unit in Peterborough. And it's something called a PQ unit, which is PICU, which means a popular intensive care unit. And an intensive care unit in a mental hospital is it's basically a long corridor. We had a living room, we had individual rooms. I'll never forget the smell of the place. It was bizarre. It wasn't a bad smell, but There was individuals of that one place. And to stop you from being manic and to try and stop you from being crazy, they basically remove as much stimulus as possible. So really sort of pastel coloured walls, very little furniture and stuff. You know, you've got the basic necessities. You know, there's no sort of trinkets and stuff. You're not allowed shoelaces. You're not allowed a toilet seat. That sucked. Actually. You're not allowed to. I was a smoker at the time as well, so you had set smoking breaks and set eating breaks, and they put you into a routine because obviously when I was completely manic and running around, I had no routine. I had no day and night time. It was just run about. It was amazing. It was like, you know, that video of Charlie Sheen when he just loses his shit and he said he was winning and stuff. Like that was kind of the point I was at. I mean, I never did cocaine, but it was incredibly similar. So yeah, I mean, basically, a section order is one of the most powerful documents in the world. Like, it doesn't. You can't do anything, and you're under power of the hospital and the doctors that are watching over you, and then your parents as well. So your legal guardians or your next of kin. And yeah, it was heavy. It was fucking heavy. I was in the peak unit for my 21st birthday. I was supposed to be going to Amsterdam with like 3 of my mates, and they all went anyway. So that fucking stung. And yeah, I was there for 28 days. And eventually, what they wait for, because I believed a lot of shit. I believed, when I got section, I genuinely believed, you know, like, I'd be like fucking front page of the Guardian, just like, yeah, this dude, this legend gets fucking sectioned, like, this is ridiculous. Because I seriously didn't think I was that crazy. And at a lot of points I didn't think I was crazy at all. So what they wait for before you can be moved out of the secure unit is just insight into your own mental condition and understanding of the point that you were at and the point that you are at. That's the first step in recovery, basically, when you realise that you've been doing some crazy shit and you've believed some crazy shit and you understand that those things aren't true. That's what they wait for. And I started to sort of see this and see through this and understand that, you know, I wasn't Jesus and I wasn't as important as I might have believed and whatever. And then I got moved back to Fulbourn and I was an outpatient for about 2 months, and then had intensive therapy for 18 months afterwards as well. And incredibly quickly, within about 2 months, I sunk right back into a depression. Really, really heavy, because they experiment with what medications put you on. Because I was diagnosed bipolar at this point. I was diagnosed bipolar after, because the Section 28 was a 28-day order. So from the 23rd of March to actually the day after my birthday, I was under a Section 28, and that was a voluntary section for one. I was diagnosed bipolar, I started on medication. I was on an incredibly heavy antipsychotic for a long time. Antidepressants, various things. But then, I was on 9 different medications until I found the one I'm on now. Slowly but surely, after 18 months intensive therapy, and getting better and taking care of myself and stuff, became stable, and I've been stable for probably around 4 years now. And the cannabis as well. It took me a year to quit the weed. But the thing was, weed didn't interact well with any of they're called, like, psychological medications are called psychotropics, and weed is psychedelic, essentially. I mean, it's not the same as acid, but it is a psychedelic. And they didn't interact well. So I was having a shit time on weed. I didn't even enjoy weed, and I found it incredibly difficult to accept, and I found it really difficult to quit weed. It took me about a year, but I quit 100%. And in all seriousness, I mean, as soon as I quit the weed, like, I started actually properly recovering. I was in group therapy for social anxiety and stuff. But I mean, like the thing about weed is, like, you know, it happened to me because of a predisposition to a condition, and it does increase your likelihood of psychosis. It does. It needs to be legalized, like, straight off. But for me, I had to accept it wasn't going to work, and yeah, that's how I got to where I am, I suppose.
Say quickly, how do you feel now about weed?
Well, I know it's not going to work for me. I will never smoke weed again, and that was hard to accept. But I think it can fuck people. It can destroy people, and one thing is it can make people really fucking boring as well, potentially, actually. But I do think it needs to be legalised. I think it's very, very important to decriminalise and legalise weed. And then put all the effort and stuff that they're putting into enforcing the law against weed into fucking helping people. Because most people who end up having trouble with weed smoke a shitload of weed because they're having a shit time. So, yeah, that's basically where I'm at with weed.
Good. Do you feel like you've said everything you want to say?
Yeah.